Tonight, a report on the results of the recount for the Moses Lake School Board race, and any Freda couple finds a way to honor their late daughter. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Moses Lake girls and boys basketball moves to 3-0 on the early season, and the Manta Rays are back from the Christmas open meet in Wenatchee. Here's a quick peek at our Weather Center forecast.
I'm meteorologist Mike Signs. A windy weather pattern's in store and also a wet weather pattern. I'll have the latest information in weather.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Susan Freeman defeated Connie O'Pikins for a position on the Moses Lake School Board following a recount. The Grant County Auditor's Office finalized the results of a recount on Monday. Staff members started counting ballots by hand last week at O'Pikins' request. After the recount, Freeman continued to lead the incumbent by 30 votes. Each candidate lost 2 votes during the recount. Freeman wasn't sworn in at Thursday's school board meeting with the other incumbent members who won the election, Vicki Groff and Eric Stones. School district officials were waiting for the results of the recount. Students at the St. Rose of Lima Catholic School in Ephrata took part in a toy drive to benefit foster children in Grant County. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
At Ephrata's St. Rose of Lima Catholic School, a group of 4th graders are eagerly anticipating Christmas in a few weeks, but they're also bringing some cheer to other kids in the community. Students once again took part in Operation Foster Elf, which provided toys and other gifts for foster children who live in Grant County. Teacher Kelly Sackman talked about the need to get the students at St. Rose interested in the spirit of the holiday season.
Here at St. Rose, each grade level has a project that we take part in, and the 4th grade project that I wanted to do this year was the toy drive for the foster children here in Grant County. There's always going to be people that are less fortunate than us, and it was actually quite a surprise to learn that there's over 300 foster children here in our area. So I wanted them to be aware, and I think it's important that we're all in that spirit of giving during this season.
Sackman's students collected their donated toys and handed them out to the foster kids at a special party on Saturday. In Ephrata, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
A man allegedly forced his ex-girlfriend's car into oncoming traffic and later attacked her vehicle by punching it repeatedly. 2 women told police they were driving a Honda Civic on Kittleson Road on early Sunday morning in Moses Lake. Hernan Maldonado Soriano, a 22-year-old Moses Lake man, and Sebastian Hester, a 23-year-old Moses Lake man, allegedly began following them in a silver Honda Accord. According to Moses Lake police on Monday, Maldonado Soriano was allegedly driving the Accord and attempted to ram the ex-girlfriend's Civic to force her and a friend off the road. The victims reportedly told police they went into oncoming traffic to escape a collision. The vehicle with the victim stopped, and the 2 suspects reportedly got out of their car and started punching the woman's Civic. Maldonado Soriano was arrested for 2 counts of reckless endangerment, 2 counts of assault in the 1st-degree domestic violence, and malicious mischief. A report was sent to the prosecutor's office to charge Hester with malicious mischief. Students in Wilson Creek were gathering canned food to help families for Christmas. The Wilson Creek School District's Associated Student Body Club is hosting their annual community food drive through December 18th. All collected food will be distributed to families in Marlin, Stratford, and Wilson Creek areas. Elementary and secondary school students are participating in a contest to collect the most food. Prizes will be awarded in January to the top classes at both levels. Suggested food donations include canned meals, fruit and vegetables, peanut butter, rice, cooking oil, powdered milk, soups, or boxed meals. The district is accepting cash donations, which will purchase additional food. For more information, contact the district office at 509-345-2541. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be right back after this.
When the cold rolls in, it's time to turn on the heater and cozy up with a book. But turning up the heat can mean higher electric bills. And for some families in tough times, that could mean choosing between a warm meal or a warm house. For decades, people like you have extended a hand to help local families in need pay those winter electric bills. Share the warmth this winter to help keep your neighbor warm by giving a little when you pay your Grant PUD bill.
This weather segment is brought to you by Barry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. I'm meteorologist Mike Sines with a look at your weather headlines. We are going to see the possibility for flooding is going to continue, as well as the winds. They're going to continue to blow as well, and a slippery weekend is also in store. Taking a look at our almanac for us here in Ephrata, reached a low right around 36 degrees. We did see precip totaling up to 0.49. That's almost half an inch. And sunset for us right around 4:09. However, we didn't see much in the way of sun, because we are still partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy skies, 52, winds blowing 20 miles per hour, and the rain's going to continue. Take a look at Futurecast model here. This area here indicating moderate amounts of rainfall, and this is where the greatest threat for flooding is going to be. A flood advisory currently out for that area until Thursday, and as we make this way in a Futurecast model here, already indicating some snow and mixed precip. That's going to continue to move on through. The majority of the snow will stay north of our region, and then we are going to see a slight break as we make our way Wednesday into the evening hours into Thursday morning. Winds, though, are going to be a factor, gusting for sure, 31 miles per hour as we take it into Wednesday at 5:30. This is the wind gust probabilities, 27 miles per hour in Seattle, 43 in Ephrata for us here locally, and out towards the eastern portions into the 40s as well. Winds calm again once, but then Thursday afternoon rolls around, 34 in Ephrata, and 22 out towards Long Beach, so a windy day is going to be in store, a few windy days. That's why the National Weather Service has put out a high wind watch. This high wind watch is in effect until Wednesday, 10 a.m., That is for that area that you see right in towards the Long Beach area, right in this area here. And also for us here locally in Ephrata and Moses Lake, we are going to see winds continuing to gust possible anywhere from 40 to 50 miles per hour. So do keep that in mind as you're driving larger vehicles outdoors, and also as you're holding onto your umbrella, because if you are, in that area where it's raining, the winds blow, and you don't want the umbrella to, do one of those things where it flips on outward. Anyway, taking a look at our extended outlook, my forecast calling for low chances of rain as we make our way into Wednesday, but a windy one. Thursday, rain chances return 80%. Possible slippery weekend Saturday, and then snow forecasted for Tuesday, 40% right now at this time. The low Saturday is going to be 29 degrees, so it is going to be cool as we make our way into Sunday, folks. Get your coats ready and your umbrellas. It's going to be a very interesting weather pattern that we have in store, and sports next.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go Flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
Jessie Luetta knocked down a game-high 19 points. Her sister Jamie added 16, and the Chiefs dealt Hanford a lopsided 75-21 non-league loss on the hardwood at Moses Lake. No one scored in double figures for the Falcons. Moses Lake led 26-8 at the end of the first quarter. The Chiefs had put the game away by halftime, up 48-15. Moses Lake improves to 3-0 on the season. The Chiefs are back on the court tonight for a home non-league game with Chihuahua. The Moses Lake boys are off to a 3-0 start as well, with wins over Southridge, Kennewick, and Hanford. The team will look to make it 4 in a row when the Chiefs take on the Riverhawks in Pasco this evening. Eric Kemper placed in the top 7 in 10 events while setting 6 personal best times at the Inland Empire Christmas Open swim meet in Wenatchee. The 13-year-old unattached swimmer took first in the 200 fly. He also touched first in the 200 individual medley with a personal best 2 minutes 16.78 seconds, and first in the 200 backstroke with a best time of 2:18.18. Kemper took second in the 100 back, 200 freestyle, and 100 fly, setting PRs in all 3 swims. He also placed third in the 100 free, second in the 100 and 200 breaststroke, and 7th in the 50 free. Kemper is now qualified for the senior level Washington Open meet to be held at the King County Aquatic Center in Federal Way in January. The Manta Rays had a strong showing at the Christmas Open as well. The strongest swims came from 12-year-old Cole Lindberg. Lindberg had several personal bests throughout the meet. Her most impressive performances came in the 100 and 500 freestyle. Lindberg cut 2 seconds off her time in the 100, touching at 1 minute 9.45 seconds. Brittany Richardson and Jessica Williams claimed personal bests in the 100 breaststroke. The Wenatchee Wild dropped a 4-2 decision in a battle at the border with the BC Trail Smoke Eaters. Wenatchee struck first on a power play goal by Blake Christensen. A pair of second-period goals by Ross Armour and Kyle Starr put the Smoke Eaters up 2-1 at the break. Christensen rocketed home his second goal of the contest to open third-period scoring and level the match at 2-2. Back-to-back goals from the Smokies' Cooper Leach and Cale Howarth put the game on ice for the team up north of the border. The Wild outshot the Smoke Eaters 31-24 on the night. Chase Perry made 20 stops for Wenatchee. Bailey McBurney had 29 saves for Trail. The Wild went 1 for 6 on the power play and 2 of 2 on the penalty kill. Wenatchee falls to 18-9, 2-2 with the loss. Well, Trader Jerry strikes again. The Seattle Mariner general manager has acquired starting pitcher Wade Miley and reliever Jonathan Aro from Boston. The M's give up starter Roenis Elias and reliever Carson Smith. Miley went 11-11 last season with the Red Sox, posting a 4.46 ERA in 32 starts. Miley brings durability, as it was the 4th consecutive season he pitched in 32 games or more. Miley was an all-star in his first full season with the Arizona Diamondbacks in 2012. Relief pitcher Jonathan Aro made his major league debut last season for the Red Sox. He finished the season posting a 6.79 ERA in 6 relief appearances. At only 25, the Mariners expect Aro to grow and become a big part of their bullpen. On a side note, DePoto knows Miley well as he drafted him when he worked for the Diamondbacks down in 2008. We'll be back after this short break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together, with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about how an Ephrata couple is honoring their daughter who died last year and her commitment of helping people in need. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
If love is like peanut butter, then the Fugli family is spreading a lot of it around this holiday season at Ephrata Food Bank. Blair and Phyllis Fugli founded McKenna's Open Cupboard as a tribute to their daughter, McKenna Brianne Fugli, a food bank volunteer who died September 20th, 2014 at age 22.
McKenna had a passion for helping people, especially with her mom here at the food bank. So with that in mind, we created McKenna's Open Cupboard to supply peanut butter to individuals and families that may utilize the Ephrata Food Bank as a source to supplement their dietary needs.
Community support took off for McKenna's Open Cupboard following the service celebrating McKenna's life, where the Fuglis asked those attending to donate an item to the food bank in lieu of flowers.
McKenna was a very energetic young lady. She, especially after high school, she just always had a smile on her face and just saw the best in people. So I think it came as a natural fit for her, with inside of her wanting to help people. So the Ephrata Food Bank was, a great place for her, to spend that time.
Money donations included a $7,500 grant from the Ephrata-based Paul Lozier Foundation.
The community has really joined in on this endeavor for the memory of McKenna. Churches, the high school had a big food drive or peanut butter drive, some local organizations in town, as well as just a great outpouring of monetary donations. It was just amazing, and we just so appreciate the community.
The Fuglis were pleasantly surprised at the success of McKenna's Open Cupboard, and they said they hope to spread the news of the Peanut Butter Project as far as they can, even nationally. Interest in McKenna's Open Cupboard is already spreading in Grant County. The Desert Air Lions Club donated money to the food bank in Mattawa for McKenna's Open Cupboard there.
McKenna was one of those kids that everybody really loved her so much, and I think it's a great tribute to her. In September, we're going to have the annual McKenna's Open Cupboard Peanut Butter Drive.
The Fuglis said the September Peanut Butter Drive coincides with the month McKenna died. Jars of McKenna's Open Cupboard peanut butter will be placed along with jars of jelly in 250 Christmas baskets packed at the food bank. The baskets are to be given to needy families December 19th at the Ephrata Recreation Center. The Fuglis carry jars of McKenna's Open Cupboard peanut butter in their vehicle, which they share with needy individuals or families wherever they meet them. The program is incorporating jars of peanut butter in area schools' backpack programs for needy students.
What we're anticipating is approximately 400 jars of peanut butter per month to be distributed to within the food bank or other organizations that may have a need for it.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
We are real students, and this really is our college.
My dream will change the outcome of my life.
My college is allowing me to achieve my dream.
My dream is to be a pilot.
My dream is to be a nurse.
Only you can determine your dream. Big Bend will help you get there.
What's your dream?
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
Welcome back. The Grant PUD does not call people on the weekend and demand payment with prepaid credit cards using the threat of shutting off their power. Police are investigating scam phone calls made to 3 southern Grant County churches in Royal City and Beverly. The churches were called by someone claiming to be from the Grant PUD. The caller told the person answering they need to send money or their power will be shut off. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, all 3 calls came within an hour on Sunday and were made from 2 phone numbers, 800-337-4615 and 800-337-4612. Police called the 2 numbers and received an automated message claiming they won vacations. Grant PUD spokesman Chuck Allen said when people receive a questionable call, they should hang up and contact PUD customer service at 509-766-2505. The Afraid of Foursquare Church is accepting donations of winter clothes and hygiene products to help the homeless during the holiday season. Volunteers are collecting men's, women's, and children's coats, hats, scarves, and gloves, as well as blankets and hygiene items for their annual donation drive. Afraid of Foursquare Church is located at 716 Basin Street Northwest. Last year, the church collected enough clothing to assist 300 homeless people living in Grant County. Organizer Dawn Prince said she anticipates a greater demand and is hoping for enough to help 400 people. Donations are being accepted until December 21st, and Prince said anyone can make a cash donation if they do not have clothes or other items to give. For more information or to schedule a donation, contact Prince at 509-237-8354 or the Afraid of Foursquare Church at 509-754-5205. A man is serving 90 days in jail after trying to steal 2 trucks and 2 tractors at farms on Road 9 Northwest. Constantine Sells, a 24-year-old Quincy resident, pleaded guilty in Grant County Superior Court to 3 counts of theft of a motor vehicle and attempted theft of a motor vehicle. Sells has no previous felony convictions, and Judge John Nodell followed the attorney's recommendation and sentenced Sells to under a first-time offender waiver. He was sentenced to 90 days in jail, the maximum allowed under the waiver. An employee of a farm on Road 9 Northwest saw Sells trying to drive the farm's Kenworth truck on the road. The employee told police the truck was hopping down the road as if the driver didn't know how to drive it. He ran from the truck and stole a tractor until the owner shut it down. He stole another tractor to escape and was caught. Deputies found keys to another farm truck in his pocket. In Northwest news, heavy rains closed more than a dozen roads in Portland on Monday in what transportation officials called an extraordinary event. The National Weather Service reported that between Sunday and Monday, Portland International Airport received more than 3 inches of rain, breaking the record for any 24-hour period in December.
It was a miserable Monday for many drivers who parked along this section of Northwest 13th and Quimby.
This just caught everybody off guard.
Several cars flooded when the heavy rain started to slam the metro area. While some drivers were able to get their cars out,
I'm glad my rig started, and you know, I got some water damage, but it's not. It could be worse.
Other drivers like Sam Hawkinson weren't so lucky.
No, I did not. I did not expect that at all.
The water was rushing in so fast, cars were starting to float away from floodwaters that quickly turned into a small river.
When I got out here, it was up to the door handles of my car, and my car was starting to float away a couple feet. You can see a couple of them have floated away from where they parked.
The flooding water didn't just cause a mess here. Across the street,
there's another floor below this one, so I'm assuming that most of this water is still working its way down.
At this construction site, workers said 4 to 5 feet of water started to rush in. They say despite all of the water, they didn't suffer much in damages. A couple hours after the storm first arrived, a crew with the city of Portland were able to drain the problem and recovered what they say started all of this.
No parking tollway zone.
That left a big mess and frustrated car owners.
My first thought was, wow, I wish I had more spaces to park than back here.
That's going to do it here for us at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.